All right, everyone, welcome to week 8 of selling weekly lottos. Every week, I sell what's the equivalent of lottery tickets to gamblers by using options in the stock market. All right, before we start, let me just give you the disclaimers like I always do in case this is your first video. Number 1, all my positions are covered. I use covered calls and cash secured puts. That means I have the shares and I have the cash. I don't use margin. I don't sell naked calls or naked puts. All right. Number 2, I'm happy to buy the shares if they get assigned through cash secured puts. I'm happy to sell the shares if they get assigned through covered calls. I'm not married to my stocks. I'm absolutely okay with selling them or buying them. That's why I wrote the contract. And number 3, all investing carries risk. This is not free money. You have the chance to lose, which is why you're getting paid for this risk, okay? That being said, this week's winner is the Gambler. Congratulations, Gambler. This is your first win in 8 weeks, breaking my 7-week win streak, okay? This week, I lost about $1,300 because one of my puts got assigned, okay? Let's go ahead and see the call first, the call that I sold right here. Boom. All right, MicroStrategy 430 call that I sold for about $430 and I bought it back for about for $60, and that was about a $370 gain, okay? But let's go ahead and take a look at the main loss right here. Boom. This was an iBit 67 put that I sold that got assigned. It was coasting through the whole week. I was looking at it on Thursday and like, oh, I could take profits on this, but might as well ride it out. It's just one more day. And that the day of expiration, the contract went up 200% because iBit fell. The whole market fell, but iBit fell to about $64.20. Now I sold it for $1.07, 67, right? So that means I had to buy the shares for $65.93 when the shares went to $64.20. All right. So technically, getting assigned just means I bought the shares. It's not actually a loss, but I'm going to consider this a loss, especially an opportunity cost loss, because if I didn't sell this contract, I would have been able to buy the shares at the same exact time for $64.20 rather than $65.93. So that is a effective loss of $1,730. So I lost for the week about $1,300 using about $108,000 in collateral, giving me a minus percentage yield. So I actually lost money this week, guys. So hey, it happens. You know, I was just telling you last week that the reason I've been reducing my risk is because I've been having a 7-week win streak, and some of these weeks have been really, really good. So I gotta reduce this because there's gonna be a chance that I lose pretty soon, and it happened the next week. So let's go ahead and take a look at my benchmarks here. Boom. Okay. So as you can see, all my benchmarks are lower. All right. But just because I lost 1 week doesn't mean it's all over now. All right. The biggest thing about, like people say about these type of strategies is 1 week is going to ruin all your profits. Well, take a look at this. 1 week didn't ruin all my profits. It's just one bad week. I'm still up $10,500. I'm still making about $1,300 a week. All right. That's about a 1% yield average per week. All right. I'm still estimated to make a potential yearly gain of $68,500. All right. And that estimated annual percentage yield is still around 51%. All right. With the loss. All right. So yeah, it set me back a little bit, but I was going kind of, I was getting a lot of wins in a row, guys. So It was bound to happen. All right, but I'm still going way past what my typical benchmarks are, where I'm making about 20 to 30% a year. So for the time being, I'm still making potentially $68,500 a year on $135,000 or so in collateral, which is to me amazing. All right, so yeah, that's it for the week, guys. I got my first lose. Congratulations again, gambler. All right, I lost $1,300 this week on $108,000 in risk, and oh well, that's the game. See you next week.